Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Casey in Missoula, Montana with Straight Six Archery. This week's gear breakdown is going to be on stabilizers and what stabilizer setup is going to be perfect for your hunting setup and your hunting applications. So there's a lot. It's a dark hole. Everything. If you want to build custom arrows, if you want to build custom strings, if you want to build custom stabilizers, it's something that's never ending, and you got to find that perfect balance for your archery setup. Now I have several examples here on the table that we'll just kind of go through. First going to be the standard, is what I'm going to call the standard. This is just a bee stinger 8-inch stabilizer, and I've added 1 more ounce on the front of here. So I got 4 ounces on the front. It goes right to the bow. There's no quick disconnect. It's nothing. It just threads right to the riser of the bow. Every bow is going to have the same exact thread pitch on the front of here if you want to do this. Various lengths. Here's a 10-inch. You can get a 6-inch. You can go 12-inch if you want to. So that's going to be your standard setup. An application for this is, I would say, more so, this is just taking vibration out of the bow with this deresonator on the front of here. All carbon rod with a rubber deresonator on the front is going to take vibration out of the riser. It's going to stabilize the bow a little bit, but not as well as some other setups on the market, such as the Option Archery Equivalizer. Now this is one of my personal bows here. It's a Prime CT3 that I'll be shooting. A lot of people may have seen these on the videos, but what this is going to do, it's a complete carbon rod. It's about 22 inches, 26 inches, something like that. I haven't measured it because it doesn't matter to me. I don't mind it sticking off the front of my bow. But you're using your insert weight and your field point weight as the weights on the front of your bow versus a conventional stabilizer is using steel ounce plates. So you're not using those. Eliminate that. You're using your field point weight, super customizable. A lot of guys are going to say, man, I don't want that sticking off the front of my bow. Well, the benefit of that is it just balances you long range. This is a super long stabilizer. Number one. Number two, it's a quiver, hence Equivalizer. So this is a sweet product, and it's made here in Montana out of Plains. Dan Evans. If you don't follow him on Instagram, Dan Evans Archery, go follow that guy. He is an elk killer. So number three, this is going to do is take weight off of my bow. So a traditional bow is going to have a quiver and a stabilizer on it, which is kind of heavy. I mean, it gets bulky. What this is going to do is eliminate roughly 10 ounces off my setup. Now it's 2-in-1. Now this is going to blow you away. Open up the top mount, release this, and it can also be a traditional quiver. Just like that. Now it's on my bow and fits as tight as a competitor's product on the market. Still holding my arrows. You don't have a stabilizer off the front of here, but if you're shooting a prime, you don't really need one. So this is a sweet, solid product right here. You do have the option, hence Option Archery, to go down stabilizer mode, or you can go in upright mode. I've felt that this helped me a ton. Where this is going to come into play big time is open terrain. I guess you can hunt with it in some pretty thick terrain. Even ground blind, you're not going to have a hard time with. But what this is going to benefit you for is those long distance shots. I have 500 grains of field point broadhead up here, and I have a 70 grain insert times 5. Do that for me. So longer shots, it's really going to settle me down and take out vibration. Very solid product. Let's go to one of my other setups here this year. This is going to be my Matthews Verdicts. Now this is what you're going to see a front bar, back bar setup, whereas this bow held best for me was not with the Equivalizer. It was with a front bar, back bar setup. So I've got a 12-inch front bar with 4 ounces of weight and an 8-inch back bar with 2 ounces of weight. Because I have a 2-piece quiver on here, my sight is mounted on the right side of my bow for right-handed shooters. My rest is mounted on the right side of my bow for a right-handed shooter. I'm going to offset this weight with a few ounces off the back left portion of my bow so that when I pull up at full draw, my bubble level is in the middle and I don't even have to worry about fighting or canting my bow left or right. It's automatically going to be there for me. Does it add weight? Absolutely. Is it not that much fun to carry in the woods? Absolutely, because it's very heavy. I mean, you're adding weight to your bow, but that's where I say you got to pick the right stabilizer setup for your application. Hopefully this helps, but I'm telling you, when I pull back at 100 yards with this setup right here with the front bar, back bar, I mean, you can see I'm just not even holding it. It balances perfect. That pin will not move, especially if I'm huffing and puffing after a big bull elk. 50 or 60 yard shot is going to be no problem because my pin isn't going to move. So there's the few basic breakdown of your stabilizer setup for this week's gear breakdown. Hopefully this helps you. We have all of this in stock here at Straight Six Archery in Missoula, Montana. So please stop by, visit with us. We'll try to help you. And We'll talk to you again soon.